Hello students, welcome to this video series of subject MIC. So we are in the fifth unit, that is procedure and micro. So today's our topic is how to write a procedure in an assembly language program. Course outcome of this video is to develop assembly language program using procedure, micro and modular programming approach. So the learning outcome of this video is, first we will study what is a procedure. This we have studied in the earlier topics, and how to write an assembly language program to implement the procedure inside it. So POs mapped are PO1, PO4, PO6 and PO7. So coming to procedure, the repeated group of instructions in a large program can be written separately from the main program. This subprogram is called as procedure. That means whatever the task we have to perform repeatedly. Suppose we have to perform multiplication multiple number of times, 10 times, 100 times, then each time we will not write its code because the program will be very lengthy. So we will put that particular logic of multiplication inside a procedure that is written separately from the main program. So each time when we need to calculate the multiplication of any numbers, we will call that procedure will return the result to us. So we will write the procedure only once and we can call it for multiple number of times. So procedure is a set of statements that can be processed independently from the main program. As we have stated, the procedure is written outside the main program, so it is processed independently. Syntax of procedure you all know. First we have to give the assembler directives as PROC. PROC means, that means the procedure is getting started, then followed by procedure name. Whatever we can give the name as addition, multiplication, whatever the name we can give. Then inside that we have to write our logic and end the procedure with the procedure name followed by end p assembler directive. End p means end procedure. So we are starting with the help of PROC assembler directive and ending with end p assembler directive. So the advantages: it simplifies and reduces the amount of repetitive code, reduces the error, makes program more readable, and execution time is very less whenever we implement such kind of procedures in our assembly language program. So coming to a sample assembly language program to implement a procedure. So first we are taking the data segment. So inside the data segment we have taken two numbers, num1 and num2. Num1 and num2 are nothing but the variable name. You can take it as x, y, a, b, whatever it be. And the numbers are of data type is db. db means defined byte. That means the number are of 8 bit. So for 8 bit in hexadecimal there are two digits. So num1 we have taken as 04h and num2 taken as 03h, and we have taken the result variable. So result is the variable name and the result will be dw. dw means 16 bit. So we will be performing multiplication of two 8-bit numbers, therefore the result will be of 16 bit and it should be 4 times 00h, and then we are ending our data segment. So in all assembly language program we have to start with our data segment because the data is going to be used inside our program. So this is the data segment. Now coming to the code segment. Inside the code segment we have initialized the data segment with the help of move ax comma data, move ds comma ax. These two lines we always use to initialize the data segment. Also we can write assume cs code and ds data. And in the next line we have called a procedure, and the procedure name is mult. Mult means we have given the name as mult. So we are calling, therefore we have to give the instruction as call mult. Call mult will transfer the control of our execution of program from main program. This is our main program, so it will transfer our control to the sub program. So sub program means our procedure procedure is written outside the main program. So this is our procedure mult, that is procedure name is mult and PROC. So start of mult procedure. So inside the mult procedure, what we are going to perform? Multiplication. So we have moved the first number into AL. Multiplication of num2. Mul num2 means num2 will be multiplied with the default destination, that is AL. So num2 will be multiplied with whatever there is inside the AL, and the result will be stored inside the AX register, because the multiplication of two 8-bit numbers will be 16-bit number. And the next line we have written move result comma AX, that is whatever the result is inside the AX after the multiplication will be moved into result variable. And then we have written as return, RET stands for return. We have to mandatorily or compulsorily give this RET instruction. If we don't give this instruction, the control of the program, that is flow of the program, will not transfer back to the main program. So we have to give it at the end of the procedure. So what will this return instruction do? This return instruction will return to the main program, that is next line of our calling procedure. So whatever the next line will be, so next line is int21h, that means halt, and then the segment we have ended and end the program. So this is the way of using the procedure inside the assembly language program. So we have learned today about what is a procedure, and we have seen the sample program of writing a procedure inside the assembly language program. So thanks for watching the video. In the next video we will see the next topic, that is parameter passing to stack.